Hi, this is Chef. This fufu is done. F-U. Death Pizza. This works great. Hiya, hiya. This is Reverend Cha-Cha Dave. Hiya, hiya. It's Chef Cha-Cha Dave. Tonight I'm going to be making spaghetti squash, vegetarian. I'm going to bake it in the oven. And one is going to have tomato sauce and onions, not a regular tomato sauce, but chopped fresh tomatoes with a little bit of marinara. And the other will be just butter and Parmesan cheese. At any rate, here's your spaghetti squash. This is very healthy. I started it already. Oh, it's growing. Alright, so you take all of this inside out. Alright, this is the second one. And I've never seen it with the green sprouts in there. It's a fresh one. I just ate one of the sprouts, not bad. I feel healthy already. Alright, now, so this is going to be baked. And actually, so it doesn't swing around, I'm going to take off a little bit of the bottom so that it doesn't roll in the pan. You can also cook this in the microwave face down. You can put water face down in the oven. I want a nice roasted flavor. Let me get the rest of that goop out. Okay, all right, that's like that. Now, put a little olive oil. And it has a nicer flavor when it's roasted. It just brings another sweetness level. Okay, and then I'm going to just a little bit, not much, salt and pepper, and that's all we need. There's going to be a lot of other things in here. Okay, so now this is going in the oven for about 45 minutes to an hour, depending upon how big your squash is. And we'll be back. Okay, hiya, hiya. I am back. I'm going to make the tomato sauce. Oh, we have breaking news. Hold it. This is a News 4 update. Cha-Cha Dave's Cafe is coming soon. I'm still negotiating the contract and the money. Yes, of course, yes. I want a lot of money per episode. They're really not willing, but I'll go to the meeting and we'll see. Okay, now, I wanted to show you all this before I do the sauce. I bought this at an Indian store on Long Island, and this is a Mediterranean chili-infused vinegar. Now, this was also made in China. If you look at this, these are chili peppers that have all of the seeds and everything inside, and they're wrapped with pimentos. Each one. Is that incredible or what? Now, I bought this a while ago. I think it's probably toxic. But I want to know how they got these all in here and how they expect me or anyone else to get them out. Unless you're going to just use the vinegar. But you can see that the vinegar is moving around in here. But I thought this was a neat bottle. It doesn't say anything here. Naturally flavored. And then it says contains sulfites. Oh good. And then it says good luck. Well, at any rate, I just wanted to show you that. Now, I have my pan going here. This tomato sauce is, put a little olive oil in there, is a fresh tomato sauce, and I'm going to put in a little bit of jarred marinara just to give it a little thickness, okay? So, I'm going to chop these up. And just dice them, and they should be chunky, not tiny little dice. And these are plum tomatoes. They're beautiful plum tomatoes. It's really hard to get good ones now lately for some reason. Okay, so now this is going to go right in here. And right on top of that, I'm going to throw in my onion, a little bit of garlic, a little pepper, a little salt, a little paper towel. Okay, there we go. Now, a little basil, and it's a very, very light sauce. Okay, so now I'm cooking this down a little bit. Let me raise it a little bit more. Now I'm going to throw in my capers. There's just a little bit of capers, not too many. All of this is to taste. You can leave the onions out if you want. This is vegetarian. It's really very light. I usually sometimes put a little honey or sugar in with my tomatoes. Not doing it on this. And throw in a little bit of parsley and a little bit of jarred marinara now that this is cooked down. And this just gives it a little bit of substance, but you still have those big chunks. It gives you a little substance in the sauce. Okay, so now I'm going to just let this simmer for about 4 or 5 minutes on low, and I'm going to take the squash out and I'll be back. Okay, hi, I'm back. Now I did this one already. Now this here, it just pulls away. See, it turns into spaghetti. And this is still pretty hot, and you pull it all away with a fork, and you could also serve it right in here if you wanted. You could put your tomato sauce in there, you could put your butter sauce in there, and if you put it back in the oven and get this to be a little crispier, it would hold up like a little bowl, but I'm not going to do it that way. Okay. Alright, I'm going to make two. One is going to be with the tomato sauce, and the other one's going to have butter sauce. It looks pretty. Okay, now, the sauce is nice and warm. I'm going to shut that off. And one thing I'm going to do first is I'm going to put in, and both of them get it, some mushrooms that I have pan-seared in salt like I usually do. No oil in it at all, and they were very, very hot. Okay, and then I'm going to put in my sauce with the onions and the capers. And I like to just open this up a little bit. You don't need a lot of this sauce in here. Okay. Now, Parmesan cheese goes on the top. And a little parsley. A little bit of salt, not too much, and a little bit of pepper. Very simple, doesn't take that long. That's beautiful. Alright, now this one is going to be with garlic and butter. And this one is going to have a little cilantro on it. A little mozzarella cheese that has been shredded, and a little bit of parm as well. And you could put a little bit of basil on this too. Now, you could put some toasted croutons on the side like this, and let's do a little bit of a pepper on that one as well. I'm going to give this a taste. Let's try this one first. Pretty hot. This is really delicious. It's very, very different. Spaghetti squash has a little bit of a crunch. I don't know which one I like better. This one with the butter sauce and garlic sauce and a little bit of mozzarella cheese and the Parmesan cheese. That's equally as delicious. Now, this really only takes about 25 minutes from beginning to end, except for the fact that you need to bake that squash. If you want to do it faster, you can put the squash in a microwave and it'll cook very quickly. This is very light, it's vegetarian, and it could be a meal if you put it in a bigger plate. These are delicious. You should try to do this. Don't be afraid of spaghetti squash. It's your friend. At any rate, I really love this. Have a good one. See you soon.